This is a really, really special day in the life of our church, besides the fact that it's Easter. And this is the 100th time that this congregation has gathered in this space. This building was built, opened, and our first worship service was in Easter of 1926. And so it's a special day.
From its earliest days, this sanctuary has been more than a place. It has been a witness to generations of faith, family, and life.
I remember coming to the Sunday morning church with my grandmother. We'd sit on the front row. She'd have her little hat on and her little pocketbook with her. And we came every Sunday. It was just the highlight of her week.
I think one of my first memories of the sanctuary was where my family sat. And at that time, different families all sat together like on a pew, and everybody kind of had their own pew. And we sat on the third pew on the right-hand side near the Peabody family. I loved the feeling that I would get when I was in the sanctuary, and I still have that same feeling today. It's a happy, comforting feeling to look around and recognize objects and the windows, to see the names that are on those pews. And you close your eyes, you can even envision the different families that were sitting there at different times in their lives. When I was in junior high school, a vandal came and threw rocks at the stained glass windows and broke them all along East Boulevard. And I had come down, it was a Tuesday afternoon, and we had come down for choir practice, and I was with my friend Linda Dawson, and we stood out there on the sidewalk and we picked up as many pieces of the stained glass windows that we could, because we were horrified that it had happened and we just couldn't believe it. But after that, they did protect those windows and put plexiglass over them so that wouldn't happen again.
Big people this week in Bible school, we thank God for you.
For some, this is where faith begins. For others, where it grows.
The earliest memory I have is probably when I got confirmed here as a youth. It just reminded me, and as I was confirmed, it reminded me that I found in my people. I found in my, not just friends, but just family and friends for life. And as soon as I got confirmed, I knew I would make memories that will last a lifetime. You notice when a service ends, people don't just leave. They always come together and they talk to one another because it's a family here at FUMC.
My first memory, big memory of the sanctuary was my first Easter service. I just remember walking in and seeing so many people gathered together and hearing the choir sing and just feeling like I was home. And I felt like God could just come through the ceiling.
I think anything that lasts over the course of that would be like 5 generations. I think it's because the next generation understands the value of it and they appreciate the work and the dedication that went into maintaining it and preserving it and keeping that a sacred space. I've seen a lot of changes in this church during that time. I really have.
Several years ago, we got a new organ, and it's beautiful. Holden makes that organ come alive.
Just the purpose of being here, it's still the same. And that's what makes our place here, this home, so special, is the purpose.
I would want them to experience a God that is loving, compassionate, and sees them.
To know that it's a home, to know that it's God's place, and that they feel comfortable here, because that's how I feel, so that's how I want other people to feel.
I'd want them to feel welcome, know that they can be a part of this church, and they can learn what God wants in their lives.
Here's to the next 100 years.
Here's to the next 100 years.
Here's to the next 100 years.
Here's to another 100 years.
to the next 100 years.